you're 100% right, but we still talking.
The fuck is that?
We're still talking in a circle. We have some
Whoa, what is that? What is that?
It's called a microphone. We have some technical difficulties.
Just look at the way you hold it.
And why are you holding it all the way down there? You're holding like a dick. What's wrong with you?
Watch your mouth.
Yo, bro,
You see his shit flex? You see his arm flex? Like, look at the grip.
No, but seriously.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. What the fuck?
You're really just talking in circles. Because at the end of the day, it really boils down to, we talked about outside influences and stuff like that. And you made a good point. It's how you raise that home.
Yeah.
I really believe that that's where it really does start.
It's a fact.
Because I'm going to be honest with you, everybody's situation is different. You know what I'm saying? I look at myself. I lost my father when I was young, right?
Yeah.
So the male presence, I didn't have it in my life, right?
Same here.
All right. So what makes us, you got to look at what makes us different from that other person that didn't follow that path, or the person that followed the wrong path, or what they say is the wrong path, and then eventually changed it.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's, some people are very strong-minded, some people are very weak-minded, some people haven't found themselves, some people have. There's a lot of people in our culture, especially a lot of young black men.
Nah, old black men too, nigga.
Yeah, old black, or young black men that turn into old black men.
It's niggas that's 40 and still don't know what the fuck they do.
Majority
They don't want
is
to.
like that.
But it
Majority,
still
that's what I'm
boils
trying
down
to
to
do.
what we all
No,
agree.
it's upbringing.
It's upbringing.
It's upbringing, and I think when you have like a sense of people who either you don't want to let your family down if your family looks at you a certain way.
My
you look
family
at,
never gave a shit about anything I did.
I know a lot of people who don't do things, especially being raised Haitian, and it's like it almost looks bad when you do certain things. You don't want to look a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when I say family, for me, it's only just like my mom and my sister at that point.
Yeah.
But that's
Like-
the problem, because that's how most black people look at family.
Nah, but for me, it was that because I was kind of like the black sheep of my family. So that's why, like, as you see me now, like at 31, I kind of had this like don't give a fuck attitude. I got like this kind of chip on my shoulder kind of. It's from that. It's from always navigating in a space where no matter what I did wasn't necessarily right. So but that for me, that was my superpower, because then now I'm in a space where I don't feel like even if I do something wrong, it don't even fucking matter. Because either way, we all trying to figure this life shit out. We ain't been here before. There's no manual to this shit.
There is no manual.
There's no rule book. The only thing that you got to follow is of what you know is right or wrong. God, whether you believe in God or not, but God within. You understand? Like that's the only thing that you can really.
The thing too is that you could be doing
knowing
the right thing, but because they have lack of information, they don't know. They're gonna always misjudge you until you do the right. Of course, I'm the same way too. I go through this all the time. You take a different path. People want to go through this certain path. You're taking a different one. They're criticizing you about it, and when you're successful, now they ask you how you do.
Yeah, because it goes against their programming. Everybody,
That's what I'm trying to get to.
We're all creatures of habit. We're all creatures of habit. We don't want to be wrong. We don't want to fail. So when you beat the odds, like you were saying, it kind of scrambles like the software. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the programming that you had, you seen it one way, and it kind of like, oh shit, you did it this way. And you could either want to accept it or you can go against it. So now when we have all of this information, now what do we do as our part basically to make our lives better so we don't carry this shit to another generation?
Don't answer that question. People got to figure that shit out. Because at the end of the day, what works for you might not work for me. What works for me might not work for you. But knowledge yourself and taking accountability will put you in a space where you know this is not working, so I need to try something else.
That's the answer.
And that's the answer right there.
There's
was no specific thing that you can or can't do. It's like, yo, this don't work, so I got to go do that. You understand?
Facts.